All right, let me get my little black book ready.
You got a little black book?
Oh, yeah. I wrote down a little bit of notes this time.
This time?
Yeah.
Kind of notes.
Just little things I wanted to say. Anything that you wanted to say?
Your handwriting, bro.
It's trash.
I thought I had bad handwriting.
Yeah, no, I know.
And then I met Kamari.
I feel like... Hey, you guys.
Welcome back to another episode of Dubbed or Subbed.
Oh, my God. We can start with that. Yeah, how are we doing today?
Welcome back. We know it's been a minute.
Got to get the corgi socks in the shot. They're corgis with bandanas.
Can you see corgis on the bottom? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they were on the bottom or if it just wrapped around. I was like, are you just showing
My
just
feet.
a black sock right now?
I mean, yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Anyways, yeah, no, it's been a minute, you guys. We've been catching up on some animes. We've been catching up on some life. So we have...
Jobs now.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing that's changed, actually.
That's really the only reason that it's been a minute.
Because what is it? I think 2 weeks ago is when we released Eden of the
It's
East.
been 2 weeks, and we've just been having to adjust to some new schedules, and that's...
Yeah.
We apologize, but we're back.
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me. Just a heads up, just so you guys know, Lucas. So I just finished Afro Samurai. Sorry, I'm doing promoting for
What
that.
month is it?
I am doing promoting.
September? What happened to March?
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm doing promoting for Afro Samurai right now, so I apologize for the slip up. Anyways, I just finished Cowboy Bebop last night, and Lucas finished Beastars the night before.
Last night?
Last night as well?
Yeah, last night.
So we have this episode that you are watching or listening to, depending on where you're getting your content, and then we will be having 3 episodes coming up at least by the end of this coming up week. So we apologize, but we're coming out with a ton of content at
For
once.
sure,
So...
audio all this week.
Oh yeah. Audio.
We might
definitely.
stagger the YouTube releases just as to...
For fun.
Yeah.
Got you. But yeah, like I alluded to, we're doing Cowboy Bebop this
We
week.
both got corgis today.
He got the corgi on the shirt. I got him on the socks. He has like a little scarf thing that I don't know why he's not wearing. He doesn't want to look like Kakashi today. I guess it's okay.
I wanted you guys to be able to hear me.
Also very true.
Wear a mask.
Please. Everywhere you go. Or just don't go anywhere and then
Both
don't
are
wear a
acceptable
mask.
solutions.
Oh no.
If you don't want to wear a mask, just don't go anywhere. Simple solution. But Cowboy Bebop, the best 26 episodes.
Yeah, 26. 52 on Hulu for dubbed and subbed.
So 26 episodes.
Yeah. So you get to absorb your content with the dubbed and the subbed. But you should only do the dubbed.
It is such a great dub. The sub sounds exactly how you'd think.
Oh,
Watch the dub.
man.
Watch the dub.
Spike has such a... I don't know who the voice actor for Spike Spiegel was, but his voice actor had that smooth, jazz, laid back, vibe. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
What?
There was so the scene that made me want to watch Cowboy Bebop wasn't even in the anime. So, you remember the fight scene that I showed you where he has the broom and he's fighting the girl?
Yes.
That wasn't in the anime.
Yeah, I was going to say, I never saw that.
I never...
Was that from the movie?
Is there a movie?
Yes.
Oh, then yes, it's in the movie. I looked for a movie on Hulu because I was going to watch it last
It's
night
not
as
on
well.
Hulu, but it's on Netflix Japan,
So
as well as the Eden of the East.
We're going to hit up a VPN. And
This
get that
video is
set up.
not brought to you by NordVPN.
Sadly, yet. But yeah, no, I'm going to get that out of the way. If you are on TikTok or if you're on Instagram, there is a scene, and it's a super dope scene with Spike Spiegel, and I don't know her name because never saw it or heard about it, but he ends up having like a broom fight, and like it's in a hallway, he runs away, throws some fire extinguisher foam. What would you call like the stuff that you pull out of a fire extinguisher?
Yeah, phone.
Sprays that on some people, gets away. I wanted that scene in my life. I want to know the whole context behind that. I never got it, but I'm okay because the anime was great. It was genuinely fantastic.
I'm upset with myself for not having seen this anime at this point in my life.
Yeah.
Man. I need more Spike Spiegel in my life.
Yeah.
And Jet.
Jet was...
I really
I
enjoy
need more
Jet.
Ed in my life. Out of everybody in the entire show, Faye, and then Ed. Because, yo, not gonna lie, my favorite episode was the mushroom one.
Mushroom Samba?
Yeah, Mushroom Samba.
Mushroom Samba.
When the rhythm and the start to
It's
dance.
so...
Yeah.
It's so fucking weird.
So, okay, for anybody who hasn't seen
yeah, how are
or
we
heard
about
of-
to do this? Because there's no... The
There's
thing
no
with Cowboy Bebop is that there's
plot,
no series of episodes. They're all written to be their own like, short film.
It's essentially
Except
an
for the
anthology
double
series.
episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's essentially like, if you think of any, like, this is a 90s anime fever dream that I always have, where it's like, okay, I don't have to watch everything to appreciate the anime.
But you should.
You should. It has the good content.
Like, the first couple of episodes you don't get the full crew of the Bebop for a few episodes.
The first 3 episodes of them getting the crew together.
You don't meet Ed until, like, episode 6? 8? Like, it's late in the
It did not feel that late.
episode.
Wow.
Yeah, it is. You don't meet Ed for a while.
Right. Well, I know you get
But
Ein
Ein is
in
right
the
away.
second. I think it was either the
First
I think it
or
was the second
second.
episode.
Yeah.
You get Ein in the second episode. You get Faye in the third, because
Third
in
or-
the third,
yeah.
fourth, fifth, and sixth episode, she ends up in handcuffs.
Yep.
I don't know what. Okay, so
It's Faye.
oh my god, but they botched, or not they botched it, but they got rid of that for like the rest of the show. So basically, let's do a breakdown of the cast, their characteristics, what we liked about them, and then we can touch on like episodes that we appreciated and didn't appreciate. We can probably break that down into like a good.
Like, alphabetically? I don't know. I don't know how you'd sort the characters.
Oh my god. Okay.
But if we did alphabetically, we'd be able to start with Ed.
It would be Ed. Damn it. I was hoping it was going to be Ein.
First is the worst, second is the best.
Says a person. That's like, okay, what is it? That is somebody says that when they get participation trophies.
Hey.
But yeah, no. So we're going to start with, we'll go alphabetically then. Ed is
A hacker genius.
was the most confusing thing about this entire show because,
But also one of the best things about the second half of the show.
well, yeah, I swear to God, I didn't know if Ed was a girl or a guy or a girl.
They address it in the first episode when she joins the Bebop.
Yes, I didn't hear that.
Oh. It is it's like the last words of the episode before the credits go. They're like flying away, and you hear Faye say, "Oh, you're a girl?"
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, no, Ed is a super hacker genius, but it's like the way that
She's
it's
a cat.
portrayed. A cat?
She's a human cat.
Why?
Look at how she moves. She acts like a cat.
I mean, I guess.
She also kind of looks like a cat.
I feel like you just like cats and you like Ed, so you're trying to connect the two so you can like them both a little bit more.
Nah, bitch. I looked up the wiki.
What does that have to do with anything?
Her character design is based on being cat-like.
Really?
Yes.
That is weird. Mm-hmm. I did
There's
not know that.
there is different art of Ed before they made her like that.
Okay.
Where it's not a girl, it's a little black boy.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he was based off of a cat?
No. They changed it because she's supposed to be like a cat.
Oh, okay. So, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
got you. Little black boy wasn't based off a cat, so you just want to switch it based off of a cat. Is that why Ed and I get along so well?
Potentially.
But yeah, so hacker genius, but they play it, and Ed is so damn weird. Like, body motions, the things that she say, it's essentially like a 5-year-old who is a computer genius.
Ed speaks in the third person.
Ed does speak in the third person, and calls Faye.
Faye. Yup. I forgot about that. Yeah.
The entire show.
Faye.
This is when she introduces Jet and Spike to her dad. This is person Jet and person Spike. This is father person.
Is it Spike person or Jet person? Because I know
What
it was
did I
father.
say?
You said person Jet and person Spike.
I don't know. Yeah, one of the two.
But yeah, the father is introduced as father person.
Yeah, it's
I was
so
like, oh
weird.
my, they do so in character though. Like, okay.
But,
Ed.
and I think this is what makes her so damn lovable. She's so weird that you can't help, like, anything that she is doing, anything that she's in, I was laughing, to be 1,000% honest with you. And then that was just the greatest part about that.
Every time she's on screen, you're like, what the fuck are you doing?
And they made it to where, like, she got one episode of having, like, a super, like, of a backstory type thing. So her character wasn't taken as seriously as, like, Jet, who you find a whole back plot with a wife and a
he was a
girlfriend.
cop.
Yeah, cop, just all these other things. She didn't have that. So she was still just kind of like free spirit. It was weird. And then her and Ayn run off at the very end. I loved it. Ayn would be next.
Ayn. The corgi.
Ayn. The corgi.
A genetically modified genius corgi.
Yo, I forgot about that until
I thought about it every scene where Ayn was, like, doing something. Dude. I was like, you're a smart pup.
You remember the episode, the Scratch? Basically, it was Rick and Morty's intergalactic television. That's what it was. Episode 23, where they had the cult that was brainwashing people with the VR headset stuff.
Yep.
Okay, so there's a cult that's brainwashing people with the VR headset stuff. Ayn is a genius, okay? Ayn is a genius.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And they put the headset on
On
Ed
Jet.
is a genius.
What?
Ed is a genius.
Yes.
Give me like 2 seconds. Ed is a genius.
Okay.
She can't break into the security codes of everything. So they put the headset on Ayn just for like shits and giggles, and he breaks through everything in like 4 seconds. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
It was amazing.
I was like, when they're when they're putting the headset on Jet, Ayn is just growling at the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Ayn's bark sounds like it was recorded in 1972.
It's so damn fake.
No, I'm sure it's real, but the recording of it is at least 20 years older than the anime.
It's like playing, Nintendogs. It was like the barks off I swear to God, every single time that I pictured Nintendogs, Chihuahua, and Friends. And that's it. And it was a Shiba Inu for some reason, and Ayn is a corgi. I don't know. It was just super fake barks, bro. But yeah, so Ayn is a corgi that sits with them from the either first or second episode.
Yeah.
And
Until the second to last, or the third to last?
third to last. Second to last was...
Yep.
Third to
The
last.
the second to last and the last episode are the Real Folk Blues parts 1 and 2.
Are those 2 your favorite episodes?
I just love the fucking song, man.
Oh.
The outro. The intro.
Intro was fire. Wasn't too big of a fan of the outro.
Really?
I don't know why. I really don't know why. It's not that like I didn't like it.
Outros are always slower paced than the intro.
Oh, yeah.
It's a different vibe.
Yeah.
But space jazz? Yo.
But yeah, so Ayn's just the corgi. Ayn is the mascot of the group. That's what basically their job is. We never find out if Ayn is a boy or a girl.
Finers.
Yeah. What their job is.
Yeah.
Be cute, do weird stuff, and save the day with computers.
And bark at Faye.
And bark at Faye. And computers.
And computers.
What would it be?
Faye.
Faye next?
Yep. Faye Valentine. The longest legs in the universe. Unreal expectations. Quote Kamari.
Quote Kamari times 2. I would kick a tall child in the face for Faye. Like, whatever she wanted me to do, I would kick a tall child in the face.
What defines a tall child?
4'8". Maybe. I don't know how tall that actually is. But if you're above 4'5", I would kick you straight in the face for Faye. Literally anything. This is the reason why anybody who has seen this anime has unrealistic expectations. And it's not even like the super wide hips and the super small waist and the super big. No.
She's a very straight person.
But her legs are 35 miles long. I don't know. And I really did like her character.
Oh, yeah. Especially once you started getting the backstory for her.
Mm-hmm. And it broke down over, what is it, the entire anime, every 3 episodes. And it was like small enough to where it was worth it. Then it kept you interesting. It's like, oh, okay, cool, that's interesting, and then you forget about it, and then it pops right back up, and you're like,
oh yeah,
yeah, that's a thing. Which I think I'm gonna touch on to the whole, like everybody as a whole. I think this anime did a really good job of telling a lot of different stories together. There wasn't ever a time where you get stuck on one person for an extremely like allotted amount of time. Like I'm saying 2 episodes in a row or 3 episodes in a row, unless
even there were like 2 sets of episodes that were 2 parts, but that's it. Every other episode is written as its own story, but with the overarching
then
plugins connecting them
in those 2 episodes. So in Real Folk Blues,
the last ones,
yeah, what's the name of it?
Yeah.
Oh, Real Folk Blues. Hey, I got it. So in the last 2 episodes, it's kind of a farewell. So in the 3rd to last episode, Ed and Ein, like we said, leave.
At the end of the episode, I was really hoping that Ein would get Ed to come back.
Oh no!
I was very sad, and I was like, "Oh, at least they're happy."
I wanted them to run out together.
It is such a...
Because Ein wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
No, Ein wants to be with Ed.
But yeah, so like in the last 2 episodes, they deal with what Valentine is going through, or Faye's going through, with her finding out her past and then having nowhere to go. They deal with Spike and his like conclusion of his like history, backstory, life. It's dealing with Jet and him coming to grips with the fact that he is going to be losing Spike, and everybody knows it. And also spoilers. I don't think.
Shit.
Yeah, spoilers. But yeah, so, and it comes with Jet, with him having to realize that he is going to be losing the person he's been traveling the galaxy with for 3 years at a time.
Yep.
Like, and it's the episodes aren't diluted with each individual person. There's also a bunch of episodes where it's like they're all trying to do the same bounty separately, because the whole premise is that they're all bounty hunters.
Space cowboys.
So they'll be hunting down somebody separately, and it's still showing like intricacies about them. Because the episode with the actual cowboy bounty hunter, which is I think episode 21.
I heard when you were watching it last night, I heard the whistle from my room, and I was like laying down trying to fall asleep, and I think I said out loud like, "Oh, this fuck."
Dude's an asshole, but Andy is a cowboy who is rich.
I run on my instincts.
And just wants to be a bounty hunter. And it's fucking hilarious because he is the exact, like, essentially the exact replica of Spike Spiegel. And it's addressed. But in this episode, Spike is having to confront Andy because he doesn't want to be compared to him, while Faye is trying to essentially get with Andy to get money from him because he's rich, but then she realizes that she hates him because he reminds her of Spike,
yeah.
So it's like this episode that's about 2 people is on the same premise. I don't know. I feel like the anime did a really good job with that.
I very much liked that the anime had 0 romantic interest between Faye and Spike. It was...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thinking about it, yeah.
Never.
I think the only time that it would be like even really hinted would be the very last scene where she's like trying to not get him away, and even then it's a stretch.
That was the only thing. Yeah, I was like, does Faye
stretch.
care about Spike right now?
Because Faye's whole character is that she doesn't have friends, she doesn't have like people. Why did she end up on the ship?
I don't remember why. I remember. Did she have a bounty on her? Because I know that Spike and Jet captured her and were keeping her handcuffed in the cargo hold.
Oh, you're done. Yeah. Yo, you said handcuffed, man. I'm out. Yeah, I don't remember how she did have a bounty on her. They did capture her. I don't remember why she stayed though.
I think she just kept coming back.
Yeah, which was the entire thing.
Yeah.
She kept wanting to run away, but like was realizing that these were close things she had to friends,
or even family.
Yeah, that too.
Because do we want to give too much away? Faye's like 70 years old. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Next down the list, Jet Black.
Yo, and it's funny as hell that his name is Jet Black because Jet's black. Jet's black.
Yeah.
I came to this realization when it was like some towards the end of the season or into the series, and I realized I had always seen Jet cooking. He had his little apron on, he had his bonsai stuff. He was always cooking, right?
I loved his little bonsai trees.
Tell me why.
Ed with the fucking...
Oh, the hose just spraying
Ed,
everything, killing
Jet's
him.
gonna be upset.
She told me to. We're good. But yeah, so tell me why I got, like, when I realized it, I got super heavy Brock vibes from Pokemon.
Absolutely. I imagine him as Brock
In space.
86% of the time. I'm throwing random ass numbers out here all episode. I have no facts behind anything.
Oh my god.
Just know that.
Yeah, his phone is up there, so
Yeah,
you
I
have the
can't
facts.
look it up. Hi, phone.
But yeah, no, it came to the realization that in animes, black people be cooking. Brock was always cooking for Ash and Misty. Jet's cooking for Spike, Faye, and Ed. And I'm
Where's
not
the third
sure.
example here?
Huh?
What's the third example here?
I'm pretty sure at some point in Dragon Ball Z, Piccolo cooked for them. And you can't look me in the face and tell me Piccolo's not black. And I know you haven't seen the show, so that's why I'm not looking at you. You guys. You can't tell me Piccolo's not black.
I can't. I don't know.
So you can go ahead with the Spike, with Jet, because he was one of the more lackluster characters for me.
I loved Jet. I think because he was so subtle. Like, such a subtle character. Even then, all of his episodes were...
Pretty interesting,
Yeah. Jet Black, the owner of the Bebop. Mm-hmm. Bebop being the ship.
Yeah.
I don't think we've addressed that. Because they did the title thing. Owner of the Bebop.
Oh,
For
you're
like
floundering.
7 years. I completely forgot everything that I had ready to say about Jet. No, it was 7 years since he had seen his girlfriend.
Yeah, when he left Venus, I think it was.
Yeah. He's got a robot arm.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got for you, man. I apologize.
Jet is the moral compass of the group, and Jet is essentially what's trying to keep everybody, like, pushing forward. He's the one that usually is coming up with the bounties.
He is the dad of the group.
Yeah, like, he is, and it's the same as Brock. He is except Jet's not trying to hit on everybody. But he is the person that is, like, cooking, so, like, providing and supplementing everybody. He's a really good support character, which is amazing because Spike is a really good main character. Because even though the show's not about him, the show it's about him.
It's Spike's story.
So having Jet as a really good, like, backbone, because Spike is so wild and out there and will take the risk, Jet's a lot more secure and, like, preserved.
Down to earth.
Yeah.
If you can say that in space.
Conservative. That's funny. And it's, like, a little bit more conservative. So it's a really good counterbalance where one is wind and one is earth. Like he said, down to earth. I think the reason why Jet wasn't, like, I liked Jet, but his characteristics didn't stand out to me as much as anybody else. Faye's always trying to run away. Ed is a trip.
I feel like they focused a lot less on Jet than anyone else.
But I think that's what he was there for. He was there to just be a supporting character.
He's like the reminder that there is morality.
Jesus Christ. And I think that's all that's, like,
Not
the main
much
stuff
to be
Jet.
said
Unless
about-
we go
he used to be a cop.
Yeah, unless we go, like, into his backstory.
Yeah.
But if you guys already know this, you know what it is. And I'm pretty sure you guys would agree with us. Yeah, he's a really good character, but he's a really good support character.
And last but not least, Mr. Spike Spiegel.
Space cowboy of the show, man.
The suavest main character
Yo.
of any anime I've seen so far.
Yo.
This man, his voice. Like butter.
So if you
It's
know...
smooth.
Hold on. If you know the way that Jazz sounds, this is how Spike sounds. He sounds like smooth jazz coming from, like, a Barry sax playing in a bar, like a dive bar with one light, and the light's not even on the dude playing. It's just kind of like
Slightly
in front
behind
of
him, so there's like a silhouette on his face.
Man, it's so funny. And the funny part is that you don't even really ever see him, like, flirting with people.
No, he just cares about Julia.
He only cares about Julia, but he is just the way that he sounds.
He could get anyone.
Which is the reason why I'm sad that scene wasn't in the thing. Because that's the reason why I like Spike. You know what I'm talking about.
If I said I didn't...
Oh, Jesus Christ. In the movie, he starts off like a fight with a girl and says, like, they're literally throwing fists at each other. He says, hey, I'm going to flip this coin. How about we don't, or if it's heads, we don't fight. If it's tails, I take you on a date. Flips the coin. She hits the coin out of, like, away from him. And he's like, well, damn, I was kind of excited about that date. Who says and does that in the middle of a fight?
Mr. Suave.
Mr. Suavemente, maybe, like,
He's such a character.
He's amazing. I aspire to be like Spike. I aspire to be as composed as he is.
Composed is a very good word for Spike. In any situation.
Fights, chases, life, unless
being
it comes
wrapped
to
up
Julia.
in bandages.
Oh, when he went to Aizawa?
When he went full Aizawa.
But no. Yeah, so anyways, on the serious note, yeah, Spike is the main character. He is the owner of the Stingray.
Nope.
Yeah, the Stingray.
Nope.
It's called...
Swordfish.
Oh, it's a swordfish?
Yep.
That's stupid. It's
got a sword!
It looks like a stingray.
Bitch, have you ever seen a stingray?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look like that.
Okay, then it looks like a manta ray.
It looks less like a manta ray.
Oh my god.
You know manta rays are like flat, right?
Yeah, I'm saying in just the shape-wise.
Point.
So it looks like a swordfish?
Yes!
You guys let us know, because I refuse to accept this as part of my life now. Owner of the swordfish. He was part of the Red Dragon Syndicate.
The Syndicate, yeah.
Which is like the overall like underlying backstory for Spike.
And even then, they only come up. So you see
4
Vicious
episodes?
in Ballad of Fallen Angels, like
1 and
episode
2.
6.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the episode with Mr. Jazzman, or the episodes with Jazzman,
Who's Jasmine?
the dude who was experimented on.
Oh, the crazy dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
With Vicious.
Yeah.
And then in the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
So, like, that arc only takes up
Uh,
5 episodes of the series.
Yeah.
But
like
it's
10%
all
of it.
connected. Because, like, in the 6th episode, there's no introduction to Vicious. You don't get to learn anything. And Spike's just like... Or he's just like, I thought you were dead. And Spike's like, I am dead.
And that's it. Like, that's basically it.
And then they fight.
Yo, I think they fight was an understatement. Because that was a dope fight.
Oh, yeah, they made a pop figure out of a 6th episode fight.
That he bought.
And he's judging, I feel.
Nah. Vicious fights with a sword while Spike has guns, and it's beautiful. Like, just whatever you're picturing, it's that. It's
When
beautiful.
we're done with this, you need to tell me how you felt about the last battle scene.
Understood. But yeah, so Spike is the main character. He is what you would expect out of a main protagonist. And that's
probably more.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm gonna say, I think, touching on the fact of them being, like, everything kind of connected, not connected, I think this is one of the few animes that I would say is better if you were able to watch it episodically, weekly, it would be better than binging it.
Mm-hmm. It was kind of hard to binge it, honestly. Just because it never left on a cliffhanger except for the 2 episodes they had a part 2.
Yeah.
There was no, like, come back this
happened
week
next,
because this
yeah.
is what's going to happen. Or, like, I wonder what's going to happen next week. It all wraps up at the end of the episode. So
Every single time.
it makes it really easy just to watch any episode. Like, you don't have to watch it even in the order that it is in. You should watch, like, the first 5 episodes, but then...
I would say you should still watch it in order because Faye finds out a lot about her past in that.
You're right.
And Ed and just everybody finds out, like, there's little things
But
that
you
do
don't
progress.
have to. It's
Yeah.
not like My Hero, where if
Jesus
you
Christ, yeah.
started at episode 20, you'd be like, oh, okay, they're in space. They're bounty hunters. And be like, why the hell does that guy shoot fire from his or left side and ice from his right side?
Is that really how it is? Fire from his right, ice from his left.
Isn't it scar on his left side?
I just specifically know that in that scene, he goes like this. Because I've done this motion a lot referring to that scene, and it's beautiful.
I feel like the ice was on the right. But the other episode. 1. 2. Episode 2.
Yeah, DBZ was 1.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it's an anime that I feel like is a lot better watching it weekly because there's no, like he's saying, there's no ties. There's no, like, oh, I'm going to come back and get back to this. I'm waiting and, like, anticipating what's coming next. It's more of like I would see it as a Friday night, oh, what's going to happen this week? You watch it, it's fun, and you're done. And then you come back next week, and you're like, oh, okay, what's happening this week? And that's how a lot of older animes were. And I think that's the main reason why it's like this. A lot of, like, nearly every anime now, there's none that are, like, episodic, not overarching plot, stuff like that, which I'm not judging at all. It's just the way that it was set up at that time. But yeah.
If there are any newer animes like that,
please let
us know.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I need to get some water. My throat's getting weird.
Is it? Do we want to? What else do you got, Kamari? You're not drinking water. I have something. He's got a notebook.
I do got notes. Actually, no, I hit everything on my thing. Yeah, perfect. I'm good.
There is one thing I would like to say because I wanted to know. The anime is written based around the music.
Yes.
The music, all of the soundtrack was written before the characters and the plot had been, like, solidified. So the music was done, and they wrote the anime to fit it. So it's... The genre of the entire show is space jazz. And I feel like that could be put into the show itself, not just the music.
What do you mean?
Like, it's a very space jazzy show, I'd say. Space jazz.
Space jazz what?
Space jazz.
I don't... Okay, sorry.
So space jazz as a genre?
Where?
What?
Space jazz where?
Just the entire show. I don't know what you're asking. Where what?
You're saying that you could just...
So the music genre...
Yes.
...is space jazz.
Yes.
But I feel like you could... If you, like, looked up Cowboy Bebop on Wikipedia, and it has the genre thing underneath the right side of the picture, and goes down to genre, I feel like space jazz could also just be on that for the entire show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying now.
Okay, thank
That
God.
took me a second.
Fuck, I thought I was being an idiot.
No, dude, you were just saying space. You could put
Space
space jazz there, and I'm like,
No, I
space jazz.
said I thought... Not gonna argue. I'm not here to argue. I just work here.
What else was there? Okay, so then this is gonna be the part where we do like the whole breakdown. There's not much of a
Breakdown.
episode. Yeah, it's more of just how the whole thing made you feel. What would you give it?
I feel like it is an anime that everyone should watch at least once in their life. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to like compare it to other episodes that we've ranked to kind of man.
I mean, we've done.
Because I really want to give it a 10. I really like this show.
Really?
Yes.
All right.
I really enjoy Cowboy Bebop.
You giving it a 10?
I'm giving it a 10.
You are so generous. I love it. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I would have to date it for its time. Why would you give it a 10 before I go for all myself? What did you like about it then? Because the 10's mighty high. That's a perfect score, buddy.
Yeah.
You didn't even do like a 9.9.
No.
Like, you're not going to pull like a Spider-Man on him? Nah, you're just going to give him the straight up 10.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, Spider-Man got like 9.8 or something.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah!
10 out of 10.
IGN. God of War was the first one. Could have been
Don't
Spider-Man.
listen to IGN scores. Fuck IGN.
God of War was a great game, but this isn't a gaming podcast, so we can just go ahead and roll over on that one. What did you like about the anime?
What didn't I like? Music, characters, the individual plot lines, the overarching plot line. Like, it throws you in. There's no really exposition for anything, and it's just a wild ride from start to finish.
Yeah. That was one of the one things I did to like. There was a lot of backstory that never got explained that they did kind of well.
They did it much better than another anime that we will be talking about in the future.
Oh, can I say it?
No.
But it's gonna be. They should watch it.
Say it.
Fuck BNA, bro.
No, go ahead and watch BNA.
It. Watch it.
It is worth a watch.
It's only 12
episodes.
12 episodes.
Yeah.
It's quick.
It's a Netflix original.
Binge it one day. Get it out of the way because we're gonna be doing that one. It's either gonna be that one or Beastars next. So just watch both of them. And we're gonna
it'd be a definitely good idea to watch both.
We're gonna be doing a comparison on both of them.
Yeah.
But yeah. Mosh posh of random ideas. Okay. So
you weren't expecting me to have reasons, were you?
You said what?
I said you weren't expecting me to have actual reasons, were you?
Oh no, I just I thought it was gonna take you a second to get reasons, so that's about reasonable.
Yeah.
I would say for me, I would probably like it a lot more if I was younger. And if I wasn't into the type of anime that I'm into. Like Lucas said, it is definitely something that everybody should watch. But my feet have been up here the entire time. I'm gonna get kind of professional. It is something that everybody should watch. It is one of the classics. It is one of the originals. It's like watching Samurai Champloo.
Same creator, actually.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it to be able to appreciate what we have now. And these ones, if you're big into music and if you're big into scores, if you're big into soundtracks, these animes are the ones that are meant for you. There's this one, there's Samurai Champloo, and then Beth told me that the creator did 2 other ones that are based off of 2 other music genres.
Oh, heard?
Yeah, so I need to find out what those are.
Okay.
But it's something that you need to watch. It's like watching Dragon Ball up until, or not, you're watching Dragon Ball Z up until the Cell games. Like, you can say, and obviously I'm not gatekeeping or anything, but it's, somebody's going to want to talk to you. If they're an old head, they're going to want to know about these things. This is where they can communicate with you. We're expanding our horizons. So the people who were watching anime in 1990s and now are too old to be able to keep up with it, this is what we're doing to be able to connect. But it's not something that I'll probably watch it 2 more times in my life. As compared to, I've seen Your Lie in April
a lot.
5 times now. So, I think the thing for me was that there were so many people that got dropped in. Shin and Lee.
Shin and Lin?
Lin? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shin and Lin.
The brothers.
Were they twins or were they just
I
brothers?
just know they were brothers. I don't think it was addressed that they were twins.
The second to last episode or the last episode, I'm not too specifically sure. I think
they were both in their episodes for 1.5 episodes. Lin and Shin.
Oh, Shin was in it beforehand?
No, Lin was in the first 2-part episodes.
Oh, really?
And then Shin was in the last 2-part.
Bet. Okay. I just kind of missed that.
Lin was the dude that shot Spike.
Okay.
With the tranquilizer dart? Or with the tranquilizer bullet? That's Lin. Who then dies in the next episode.
So then his brother...
And then Shin...
saves them
at
the end. Okay, so there's just... It's good when you know what's going on. When you know that these people are brothers and there's like a conflict between the brothers and it's like, oh, one's going to save them, and then he pops up at the end, it's like, oh, Lin, no, it's Shin, and you're like, oh, that's dope. And then there's a detective dude who was Jet's old partner who kind of popped up, it felt like to me. And I forgot what the other one was.
I mean, I feel like everyone kind of popped up. There was no explanation for anyone they met. They were just like, oh, hey, Spike, how you doing?
Yeah.
I was completely okay with that.
And that's just the one small thing that like kind of pulled me away, but it was just like, oh, this is.
See, I think
you don't have enough room or time to be able to world build it because of the way that they're doing it.
But I think it felt the same way as like the start of the anime, where it was just like, all right, well, you're in it.
Yeah.
And we're not going to explain anything.
Yeah.
It was just like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like it fit the entire show.
It fed my chaotic energy side. My simplistic orderly side wasn't appreciated.
You have a simplistic orderly side?
Yeah, I don't show it often.
I'm learning about this now.
I'm offended. I'm not.
Are you?
I'm not. But yeah, no, I would honestly give it. I'd give it a. Fuck. I think I'm comparing it to Samurai Champloo.
Don't.
And I like Samurai Champloo so much more.
Well, I haven't gotten there yet.
Well, I mean, the only reason why I like Samurai Champloo more is because there aren't people from the backstory that come in that matter. A lot of it is just, hey, what's going on right now? So, I'm going to give Samurai Champloo an 9.5, so I have to go with like maybe 8. 8, but you need to watch it. 8, but you need to watch it, yeah.
Watching him confirm that in his own head after saying it.
Don't yell at me, I'm sensitive. No, it's definitely one of the ones like everybody says you need to watch it. Oh, whoa, real quick before we dip out.
We're definitely not dipping out yet.
Okay, cool. They were touching on some deep shit towards the end of the series.
Yeah.
So the Teddy Bomber, the same episode that had the cowboy who was the bounty hunter cowboy. Literally, he's trying to explain the reason why he's blowing stuff up the entire episode, and nobody's listening to him.
He just keeps getting interrupted.
Straight up just, I'm interrupted. The last scene is the officer who was riding with him in the paddy wagon. He's like, hey, why were you blowing stuff up anyways? He's like, man, I was just trying to explain, basically that humans are going to destroy everything the way that we did destroy Earth, because in the anime, Earth is just completely demolished. He's like, with our capitalism and nepotism, we're basically just going to...
destroying the biggest buildings, because they're these unnecessary big buildings and that are just signs of capitalism. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yo,
huh? You're just gonna shoehorn that in at the end of an episode?
The whole episode was a mosh posh of Spike's ego getting hurt, and then at the end they're like, you know what? Hey, climate change, and then dipped.
Yeah,
and I was like, I felt kind of violated, like they hit and ran, or I'm like, bruh. And then the other one with the one with the Colt. The one with the Colt I really liked.
Oh yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
And they hit the same thing about addiction,
being
freedom,
trapped, not wanting to be alone,
and then
but also wanting to share what you have with everyone else because it's better.
And then what was it? Media was controlling everything. One of the dude's main statement was that everybody is just watching TV and they're only going with what they see off of TV, and nobody does anything for themselves.
It's mind control.
And I was like, yo.
That was a deep episode.
That was in 1998. This is 2020, and the same stuff is still happening. What the topics that they hit on then are still prevalent now. And that's one of the things I did really appreciate about the anime. That's one of the things that hits.
It definitely doesn't. Based just on the visuals alone, you can tell that it's from 1998, but any story writing, really anything, feels like it was made this year, other than Einsbark.
I wish the first episode with the red eye, I wish they would have went somewhere else with that.
Why?
Because it went nowhere.
With the red eye.
The spray thing that they put in your eyes and it makes you go all super Berserk Wolverine mode.
Yeah, I expected that to go way further.
And it died on the second episode because somebody else used it on the second episode, and then they died.
Blew it up. Oh no, it was the person that was hauling that was in charge of it died.
Well, I don't know.
That's why it stopped, because that old creepy lady died.
No, I was just sad. I thought I was going to go somewhere else. But you sound like you've been waiting for something.
Hey, Kamari.
What's up?
How do you like your ramen?
On the block.
Yeah!
That wasn't planned.
So we got some news for you guys.
Yep.
In the past 2 weeks, while we have been getting organized with jobs and otherwise, we've also been getting organized with Ramen on the Block. Mm-hmm. Link down, or like, I'll type it down here. That'll be a little
I was like,
bottom third.
What is this?
No, it's local to us. Literally kind of like a ramen grocery shop. Would you say? How would you describe it?
This is a vape shop?
Well, the one here is with the vape shop, but there are 3 brick and mortar locations, 2 in Sacramento and 1 here in Yuba City.
Yeah.
Of all places.
So the one in Yuba City is a vape shop that now is selling ramen and other
and like imported
accessories.
ramen.
Yeah.
They sell Maruchan, but like Samyang? Is that what it is?
I have absolutely no idea. I do not remember.
A lot of different types for any different palate. A lot. If they say spicy, they're fucking spicy. Don't.
Lucas made the mistake and tried.
I'm white, man.
He tried my spicy cheese one, and
I had to have milk with it because I was fucking crying. No, they have so many different imported ramens. They have the ramen marble soda.
I'm white.
I am. Look at me. They've got the ramen, the marble sodas. They have tons of different Kit Kats from Japan.
I thought I swear to
I
God.
almost said Japanese. We've been lied to in the States, and I need you to go to ramenontheblock.com, order some using promo code DOS.
Oh, DOS.
DOS. Capital D, lowercase o, capital S.
Did you do that the right way?
I did it wrong the first time.
Okay.
That's why I did it twice.
You gotta do it backwards.
You do get 10% off, I believe is what it was. Yeah. And it
Basically
helps
just
them out, helps us out. It's fantastic. They're great guys. Great products. What you got?
Then I just like watching you do stuff like this because it's so much fun for me.
They're also going to be adding like merch, like anime merch to their website and their locations. I also know that here in Yuba City they are expanding to include almost like a hangout spot in their store. Mm-hmm. So if you're in the Sacramento region ever, check them out. Otherwise, go to Ramen on the Block. That's BLOC.com.
Yeah, I put K the first time I was looking it up.
Yeah.
It's not a K. Yeah, basically everything Lucas is saying, man. It's
I really like them. I go there like once a week.
Yeah, if you
they're chill dudes. I love them.
If you need anything that you would usually have to get imported, because me and my family, we eat a lot of ramen and eat a lot of pho. I know it's completely different things, but we're a really big noodle family. So finding more authentic stuff like this is very beneficial because it's they're thick noodles. They're actually really filling, and usually I'll have to eat 2, maybe 3 packets of like the top ramen, the Maruchan ramen, and these one will fill me up decently. So just check it out, ramenontheblock.com. Promo code DOS.
I don't know if it's case sensitive, but capital D, lowercase o, capital S. If it's not, let us know in the comments if it works.
Yeah. And if you do get anything, go ahead and post it on the Instagram at me, because Lucas does not have Instagram really on his phone. He has it.
I have it. I
it.
don't have notifications turned on for it.
I send him stuff every single day.
Yeah,
I have to tell him.
Hey, Lucas, check Instagram. And I go to it and I scroll through like 5-6 posts because I just haven't checked it for a week.
If you do get something, go ahead and post it at me, sin_prototype, and then I'll make sure that we get a whole catalog and a whole highlight reel on my page of what's going on and what people are getting. So yeah. I think that's it. 10, 8.5?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8.5. Watch it though. And Beastars BNA. You will regret one of them. I will let you know which one it is in about 4 days.
If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, leave a comment telling us anything. Please talk to us. We need friends. And on this video, I think I'm going to put the subscribe video up, or the subscribe button up here. So go ahead and click that.
And
And that's it.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Travel safe, you guys.